What if I told you that among the coins you've casually tossed into your pocket or forgotten in a drawer lies a hidden fortune? Yes, a fortune so rare, so extraordinary, that collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. And today, we're talking about one coin in particular, the 1979 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Now, before you scroll past, thinking, it's just a penny, stop. Think again. Have you ever heard of a penny worth a small fortune? What if the very coin you've overlooked in your pocket change could be the key to a life you've only dreamed about? Picture this, it's a quiet afternoon. You reach into your change jar for a cup of coffee and pull out a 1979 Lincoln penny. Nothing special, right? But wait. This isn't just any 1979 penny. This one has no mint mark, and, here's where it gets exciting, it's an error coin. Yes, an error. And in the world of coin collecting, errors are king. Mistakes, misprints, anomalies, they are the golden tickets. Now, you might be asking, why does a minting mistake make a coin so valuable? Here's the truth, the United States Mint produces millions of coins every year. Most of them are ordinary, everyday coins you spend without a second thought. But occasionally, a coin is struck imperfectly, a minting error that is extremely rare. And rarity, my friends, is what drives value. Collectors don't just buy coins, they buy stories, they buy history, and above all, they pay for exclusivity. Ask yourself this, how many coins have you thrown away, never thinking they could be worth anything? What if one of them is the 1979 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, the one coin that could instantly put you on the map in the elite world of coin collectors? And here's a question that might shock you, are you ready to find hidden wealth in the most unexpected places? Because the market is not waiting, and opportunities like this don't knock twice. By the way, if you're thinking, a penny? I can barely buy gum with that. Just remember, in the collector's world, one penny can be more valuable than a car. Yes, a car. So maybe keep that old coin jar close to your bed, you never know when fortune will come calling. Let's dive deeper. The 1979 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it's a rare anomaly. In normal circumstances, pennies minted in Philadelphia in 1979 would not carry a mint mark. But collectors have discovered that some of these coins exhibit subtle differences, minute variations in striking, errors in the die, or unusual luster that make them stand out in a crowded world of ordinary coins. And that's the key, these are not just pennies, they are rare collector's items. Now, I know what you're wondering, how do I know if my coin is valuable? What am I looking for? First, check the mint mark. Is there none? Perfect. Then examine the coin closely. Does it have an unusual strike, an off-center design, or a double impression? These characteristics can make the difference between a coin worth a few cents and a coin worth thousands. Imagine the excitement of discovering one of these coins in your drawer. The thrill, the rush, the almost cinematic moment when you realize, this could be worth a fortune. Can you feel that heart-pounding excitement? That's not just the coin, it's your future calling. And here's a question to make you think, if you could turn forgotten coins into instant wealth, would you do it? Or would you let them sit in dusty jars, never realizing their potential? Because the truth is, the market for rare coins in the USA is booming. Collectors are actively searching, auction houses are hungry for these treasures, and demand is higher than ever. Let me ask you this, when was the last time a penny made you a millionaire? Probably never. But with coins like the 1979 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, that dream isn't impossible. What would you do if you could sell a coin for tens of thousands in today's market? Would you cash out, invest, or hold for even greater value? Here's the catch, rare coins don't wait around. Every moment you hesitate, every coin sitting untouched in a jar could be sold to someone else. Someone who recognized its value before you did. The fear of missing out isn't just hype, it's reality. Imagine the regret of discovering that your coin, worth tens of thousands, was sold while you hesitated. That's why timing is everything, and ask yourself, how do you sell old rare coins in the USA? Where do you go? How do you ensure you get the maximum dollar? This isn't about Craigslist or eBay, it's about connecting with serious collectors, trusted coin dealers, and reputable auction houses who understand the true worth of your treasure. And yes, even a single Lincoln penny from 1979, if it's the right one, can fetch a premium price. So, how do you transform what's been sitting in your drawer from pocket change to life-changing wealth? First, identify and authenticate your coin. Professional grading services, like PCGS or NGC, will evaluate your coin's condition, strike, and rarity. This isn't just bureaucracy, it's the key to commanding the highest possible value. A certified coin will always sell for more than one you try to sell privately. Next, connect with the right audience. Coin shows, auctions, and specialized dealers are where the magic happens. Ask yourself, do you want to sell locally, or reach collectors across the country who are willing to pay top dollar for rare finds? The 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is highly sought after, and it's not just a collector's item, it's a conversation starter, a showpiece, and in many cases, a symbol of wealth. Now, here's a question that might surprise you. How much money could you make from coins you already own? Hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions if you have a hidden gem. The reality is, people are transforming their dusty coin jars into serious cash. Some are funding dream vacations, some are investing, and some are creating a legacy for their families, all starting with coins that were once forgotten. And let's be honest, wouldn't you rather be the person who recognized a rare penny's value before anyone else? Don't wait for someone else to cash in on your potential fortune. The market is active, the collectors are ready, and your opportunity is now. And hey, if you're thinking, I don't even know what my coins look like, don't worry, you're not alone. Most people have a treasure trove hidden in plain sight. The only difference between the average coin collector and the savvy millionaire is knowledge, and a little courage to take action. So grab that magnifying glass, dust off your jars, and start hunting. Your fortune might be hiding in the most unexpected places. So, ask yourself these questions. How do I sell old rare coins? How can I make money from pocket change? Could a 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny be the key to my next big opportunity? The answer is simple, yes. It could. But only if you act. Only if you recognize value when it's right in front of you. Only if you understand that in the world of rare coins, timing, knowledge, and action are everything. Picture the moment you hand over your coin at an auction, hear the hammer fall, and realize that your once overlooked penny has just earned you tens of thousands of dollars. How would that feel? Exciting, life-changing, empowering? That's not just a story, it's real. And your story could start today. Imagine reaching into your pocket, expecting to find a mere penny, and instead discovering a tiny piece of history worth thousands, maybe even tens of thousands, of dollars. It sounds like a story from a dream, but for collectors and savvy investors, this isn't fantasy. It's the reality of the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny with a rare minting error, a coin that has quietly been turning everyday Americans into millionaires. Have you ever wondered if the coins jingling in your pocket could be the key to your next financial breakthrough? How many times have you tossed aside a penny, never imagining it might hold the power to change your life? Today, we dive deep into the story of this remarkable coin, its unique error, and why the 1985 Lincoln penny has collectors across the country clamoring to get their hands on it. Let's start at the beginning, the very origin of this tiny metal marvel. The United States Mint struck millions of pennies in 1985, but among those millions were a handful with an error that makes them highly valuable today. This wasn't just a misprint, it was a whisper from history, a rare opportunity hiding in plain sight. Imagine walking into your local grocery store, paying for a cup of coffee, and unknowingly holding a coin that collectors would pay extraordinary sums for. Could your pocket change really be hiding a fortune? Could one tiny penny be worth more than your monthly salary? The error in the 1985 Lincoln penny is subtle yet undeniable. Known to collectors as a double die or a striking anomaly, this coin displays doubled features that make it visually distinct to the trained eye. Look closely at the date, the lettering, or the image of Lincoln himself, and you'll notice the faint echo of a second impression. It's almost like history decided to leave a signature on this coin, a tiny fingerprint of the minting process that makes it incredibly rare. Why does this matter? Because rarity drives demand, and demand drives value. In auctions across the country, this coin doesn't just sell, it commands attention, ignites bidding wars, and sometimes exceeds all expectations. You might be asking yourself, how can I tell if I have one? It's a fair question. Many of us have jars of pennies at home, tucked away since childhood, gathering dust but potentially holding immense value. Could that old collection in your attic or the change in your glove box include a 1985 D-era penny? And if it does, how do you turn that hidden treasure into real, tangible wealth? The first step is identification. Learn to examine your coins carefully, study the doubling patterns, and compare with verified examples from trusted numismatic sources. The second step is authentication. Professional grading can exponentially increase the coin's market value. And finally, the third step is selling, but not just anywhere. High-end auctions, specialized coin shops, and online platforms that cater to serious collectors are where pennies become fortunes. Here's a little twist to reset your thinking. Did you know that some people have literally bought this coin for pocket change, kept it under their mattress, and decades later sold it for a small fortune? That's right, what most people saw as insignificant, others recognized as priceless. Can you imagine the thrill of realizing that a coin you overlooked for years is suddenly a key to a luxurious lifestyle? That excitement, that sense of urgency, is exactly why the 1985 D. Lincoln penny continues to be one of the most sought-after coins among collectors and investors alike. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. How did this error even happen? During the minting process, slight misalignments and mechanical inconsistencies can create variations that are extraordinarily rare. In 1985, the Denver Mint produced millions of pennies, but only a select few bear the telltale signs of this error. It's like finding a diamond in a haystack, a diamond that could easily be hiding in your spare change jar. Have you ever wondered what your ordinary coins might be hiding? How many people have thrown away treasures without ever knowing their true worth? Now, here's the part that sparks both excitement and urgency. The market for rare coins like the 1985 D. Lincoln penny is incredibly dynamic. Prices have soared over the years, reflecting the growing interest from collectors, investors, and even museums. In the current market, this coin can command prices that reach the maximum dollar value, making it a highly liquid asset for anyone looking to convert hidden collectibles into immediate wealth. But timing is everything. The earlier you identify, authenticate, and place your coin in the right marketplace, the greater your potential return. Waiting could mean watching the value climb while your opportunity slips through your fingers. How many times have we all hesitated, only to wish we had acted sooner? Let's talk strategy. How do you sell old and rare coins in the USA to ensure you get top dollar? First, know your audience. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for authenticated, high-grade coins. Second, choose the right platform. High-end auction houses, numismatic conventions, and trusted online marketplaces are your best bet. Third, create demand, telling the story of your coin, its history, its rarity, its unique error, adds emotional weight that buyers are willing to pay for. Can a penny really tell a story that translates into thousands of dollars? Absolutely. From pocket changes to millions, the journey of this coin is a testament to the power of knowledge, timing, and a little bit of luck. And here's a playful thought to reset your focus. Imagine telling your friends that you made a fortune from pennies. They might laugh, but when they see the numbers, their laughter turns into awe. That's the pattern interrupt we all need sometimes, to realize that wealth can hide in the most ordinary places, and the difference between average and extraordinary often comes down to vision. Are you ready to see opportunity where others see nothing? Are you ready to let history guide your financial future? Many viewers ask, how do I know if I have a valuable coin? Where do I sell it? How do I avoid scams? These are valid concerns. Knowledge is your armor. Study the coin's features, verify with reputable sources, and only deal with trusted buyers. This is about more than money, it's about preserving history, making smart decisions, and stepping into a lifestyle that reflects your ambitions. The 1985 D. Lincoln penny isn't just a collectible, it's a symbol of what careful observation, patience, and informed action can achieve. As we near the end of this story, consider this: what started as a simple coin in your pocket can become a story of transformation. From casual collector to confident investor, from overlooked change to a high-value asset, the 1985 D. Lincoln penny represents a rare opportunity in every sense. How many times have you wished for a sign to take action? Perhaps this is it: the coin in your hand, the chance to claim your slice of history, and the potential to turn small investments into life-changing wealth. The excitement, the fear of missing out, and the undeniable urgency are all part of the journey. Will you act or let opportunity slip away? So, next time you reach into your pocket or your change jar, remember the potential within every coin. That ordinary 1985 D penny from Denver might just be your ticket to a new lifestyle, a new story, a new chapter of wealth. Collectors are waiting. Auctions are calling. The market is hungry. And the maximum dollar value this coin can command isn't just a number, it's a reflection of history, rarity, and human desire for something extraordinary. Could the coin in your pocket be worth more than you ever imagined? The answer may surprise you, inspire you, and change your life. The journey from pocket change to a fortune is not a fairy tale, it's happening every day in the world of rare coins. The 1985 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than metal, it's a chance, a challenge, and a reward for those who look beyond the ordinary. Will you let this opportunity pass, or will you be the one to unlock its true value, transforming something ordinary into something magnificent? From finding it, identifying it, authenticating it, and selling it for maximum profit, your action today could be the story you tell tomorrow. Don't underestimate the power of a penny. This one penny could very well be your next million-dollar moment. Imagine reaching into your pocket one morning, pulling out a coin you've carried for years, and discovering it's worth more than a car, maybe even a house. Sounds like a dream, right? But for thousands of Americans, that dream is real, thanks to rare coin treasures hidden in plain sight. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting finds in modern coin collecting, the 2002 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny era. If you've ever wondered how a humble penny can become a fortune, stay with me, because this story could change how you see your pocket change forever. It all begins with a simple coin, a 2002 D Lincoln cent, ordinary in every way to the untrained eye. Most people overlook pennies, thinking they're worthless. But history shows us time and time again that rare coins don't announce themselves, they're quietly waiting for someone to recognize their value. Imagine the thrill of realizing that something you've had for decades, maybe tucked in a drawer or rolled up in a jar, could fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. That excitement, that sudden rush of possibility, is exactly what collectors and investors chase. So, what makes this penny extraordinary? It's the minting error, a subtle flaw in the manufacturing process that makes it a rare gem in the eyes of coin experts. You might be thinking, how can a tiny error make a coin worth thousands? Well, let's explore that. During production, millions of pennies are minted perfectly, but occasionally, a die misalignment, doubling, or misplaced mint mark creates a variation that collectors obsess over. In the case of the 2002 D penny, the error is so scarce that it's in high demand among elite collectors and coin investors. People literally fight over these coins in auctions, and when one comes to market, it can fetch the maximum dollar value easily, sometimes beyond imagination. Now, here's a question for you: how many of us have walked past coins like this, unaware of their potential? Could that coin jingling in your pocket right now be your ticket to wealth? From pocket change to millions, that's not just a saying in the coin world, it's a reality. And the best part? You don't need to be a seasoned numismatist to recognize an opportunity. Curiosity, patience, and knowing where to look can uncover treasures hiding in plain sight. Imagine a scenario: you're at home, sorting through a jar of pennies, when your eyes land on a 2002 D Lincoln penny. You notice something unusual, something that looks slightly off compared to the rest. You hold your breath. Could this be it? The moment of recognition is electric, and suddenly, a routine chore turns into a life-changing opportunity. Your mind races with questions: how do I sell this coin? Where is the best place to auction it? How much is it really worth? Should I trust an online marketplace or a local coin shop? These questions are exactly what collectors ask themselves every day, and today, you're going to find answers. Let's talk strategy for a moment. Selling a rare coin like the 2002 Lincoln penny isn't just about handing it over to the highest bidder. Timing, presentation, and authentication matter. Auction houses are highly selective, and collectors pay premiums for verified coins. That's why professional grading is crucial. A coin graded by a reputable company can maximize its value, ensuring you don't leave money on the table. Here's a pattern interrupt for you. Did you know some people accidentally throw away coins worth tens of thousands of dollars simply because they didn't realize the error? Shocking, right? Don't let that be your story. The allure of this penny goes beyond money. It's a connection to history, to craftsmanship, and to the thrill of discovery. Collectors love stories, and every minting error has one. The 2002 penny carries the story of the Lincoln cent's enduring legacy, a legacy dating back over a century. Owning a piece like this is owning a piece of American history, and history always has value. That's why these coins are not just coins, they're investments, conversation pieces, and status symbols all rolled into one. Now, let's address the questions you might be thinking. How do I sell old rare coins? How do I turn this small coin into a fortune? Can I trust online platforms, or should I go to a physical auction shop? First, knowledge is your greatest weapon. Research your coin, compare market prices, and understand recent auction results. Ask yourself, who is buying these coins right now? High net worth collectors and investors are constantly seeking scarce coins like this. Once you know your audience, you can select the platform, whether it's a prestigious auction house, a specialized coin dealer, or a verified online marketplace. Here's the exciting part, the market for these coins is booming. Demand has never been higher, and collectors are willing to pay extraordinary sums for something as small as a penny. The 2002 Lincoln penny error is rare enough to be considered a high-ticket item, meaning the moment it hits the right auction, competition drives the price sky high. Imagine the thrill of watching the bidding escalate, the anticipation, the excitement, every second bringing you closer to a life-changing number. And here's the truth that everyone loves but few understand. Your coin's value isn't just what it is today, it's what it could be tomorrow. At this point, you might be asking yourself, what makes this coin different from every other penny? Why is it worth millions to collectors? The answer lies in scarcity and demand. The 2002 Lincoln penny error is limited, extremely difficult to find, and highly desirable. It's the classic example of supply versus demand at work. Coins like this don't just sit on shelves, they are coveted, tracked, and treasured. And here's a question for you to ponder. Could your next discovery be hidden in a coin jar, a drawer, or even loose in your car? The potential is everywhere, and awareness is key. Let's shift gears and imagine the future. Picture yourself in an auction room, your coin on display, experts analyzing every detail. Bids come in from around the world, each one higher than the last. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and with a final gavel, it's sold. The value? The maximum dollar. It's more than a number, it's a testament to patience, knowledge, and the thrill of uncovering something rare. This is why people collect coins, and why coins like the 2002 penny can transform lives. But don't just think about selling. Think about strategic investment. Rare coins like this are not just collectibles, they are wealth preservers, hedge assets, and conversation starters. In a world where conventional investments fluctuate, tangible assets like rare coins provide security and satisfaction. Imagine telling friends you turned a humble penny into a six-figure fortune. It's the kind of story that inspires awe and envy alike. And for our audience, people between 30 and 65 living in the US, this isn't a fantasy, it's an attainable reality. Before we wrap up, let's answer the most critical questions. How do you maximize your coin's value? How do you sell it safely and profitably? First, authenticate your coin through a trusted grading service. Next, choose the right platform for your sale, whether an auction house known for rare coins or an online marketplace with verified buyers. Timing is key, watch market trends, and never rush. Lastly, present your coin with a compelling story. Buyers don't just buy coins, they buy the excitement, the history, and the prestige of owning something unique. So, what does the 2002 D Lincoln Penny era teach us? It teaches us that treasure is often closer than we think, that opportunity hides in plain sight, and that with the right knowledge, patience, and strategy, a single coin can change your life. From pocket change to millions, from curiosity to triumph, the journey of a rare coin mirrors the journey of wealth itself, unexpected, exhilarating, and rewarding. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the maximum dollar value of a pristine, certified 2002 D Lincoln Penny era can reach hundreds of thousands of dollars in the right auction setting. Yes, a single penny, once overlooked, now worth a fortune. So, take a look in your jars, drawers, and wallets. That humble coin could very well be the start of your millionaire story. Are you ready to find it? Are you ready to act before someone else does? The opportunity is here, but time waits for no one. So, what's your next step? Will you explore your coin collection today? Will you educate yourself about rare coin errors? Will you take that leap from casual collector to savvy investor? Remember, the path from pocket change to incredible wealth isn't a dream, it's a plan. And your 2002 D Lincoln Penny era might just be the first step. Imagine reaching into your pocket tonight, pulling out a simple penny, and realizing that the small copper coin resting in your palm could be the key to a financial breakthrough. Not a lottery ticket. Not a risky investment. Just a 1-cent coin quietly sitting in circulation. What if I told you that a 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny could be worth far more than 1 cent, if it carries the right error? Would you look at your change differently? Would you rush to check that jar on your kitchen counter? Or would you let opportunity slip away because it looks too ordinary? Today we are diving into the fascinating world of the 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, officially issued by the United States Mint under the modern design introduced in 2010. This is not just another coin story. This is a story about awareness, timing, and the powerful difference between spending a coin and studying it. Act 1 begins with something deceptively simple. The 2014 Lincoln 1-cent coin, part of the Union Shield Reverse Series, features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, first introduced in 1909. On the reverse, the bold shield design represents Lincoln's preservation of the Union. Most 2014 pennies without a mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally does not use a mint mark on cents. So when you see no mint mark, it does not automatically mean rarity. And here is where many people make a critical mistake: they assume no mint mark equals rare. They assume every unusual looking coin is valuable. And they either overspend or overlook. But the real treasure hunters understand something deeper. It is not the absence of a mint mark alone. It is the presence of error. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever carefully examined the letters on your penny? The spacing? The date? The shield lines? Because in 2014, certain error varieties created powerful opportunities for collectors and sellers. Double die errors, off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and dramatic die cracks, these are not myths. These are real production mistakes that can transform a 1-cent coin into a high-demand collectible. Imagine the excitement of discovering a 2014 no-mint mark penny with a strong off-center strike where part of Lincoln's portrait is shifted dramatically. Or a visible doubled inscription "In God We Trust." Or a deep die crack running across the shield on the reverse. These are not cosmetic flaws. They are minting errors. And collectors pay premiums for legitimate, certified errors because they represent unique moments in the minting process. But here is the twist. Most of these coins are still in circulation. That means they are hiding in coin jars, dresser drawers, piggy banks, and pocket change across America. Right now. While you are watching this video, someone is buying coffee with a coin that could have brought them hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. That thought should create urgency. Act 2 is about recognition and opportunity. The modern coin market is more active than ever. Online auctions, grading services, and collector forums have created an environment where even newer coins can command impressive prices if they have strong errors and are in high mint state condition. Condition matters. A 2014 no-mint mark penny in average circulated condition is typically worth face value. But a pristine uncirculated coin graded MS67 or higher by a reputable grading service can command serious attention. Now combine high grade with a dramatic error. That is where the market shifts from casual interest to competitive bidding. Do you see the pattern forming? It is not age alone that creates value. It is rarity plus demand plus condition, and here is where fear quietly enters the story. What if you already spent one? What if you dismissed it? What if you walked past it because it looked too new to matter? But fear is only powerful if you let it paralyze you. Instead, let it energize you. Let it push you to learn. Because knowledge is the dividing line between people who spend coins and people who profit from coins. So how do you sell old rare coins? How do you begin selling coins in the United States in a way that protects your profit and maximizes value? How do you make money from coins in a competitive marketplace? First, you must confirm authenticity and condition. Serious buyers trust third-party grading services. When a coin is authenticated and graded, it removes doubt. Doubt lowers price. Confidence raises price. Second, understand the marketplace. Auction houses, online platforms, and specialized coin shops all operate differently. Auctions can drive prices higher when multiple bidders compete for the same rare error. Coin shops may offer quicker sales but sometimes lower margins. Online platforms give access to a national audience, but presentation, photographs, and accurate descriptions become critical. Let me pause for a second. Have you ever tried photographing a shiny penny? It is harder than it looks, right? One glare and Lincoln disappears. That is why serious sellers invest time in proper lighting and magnification. Because in this market, details equal dollars. Now imagine this scenario. A certified 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with a dramatic off-center strike and high mint state grade enters an auction environment with active collectors. Competitive energy builds. Bidders recognize scarcity. Prices rise. The maximum market value is determined not by guesswork, but by demand at that moment, and that brings us to the concept of maximum dollar value. The highest realized prices for modern era pennies often come from exceptional condition combined with visually dramatic mint errors. While ordinary examples trade modestly, extraordinary certified specimens can reach into the thousands of dollars at auction depending on error severity and grade. The market rewards standout pieces. So ask yourself again. How many coins have you examined closely this week? How many pennies did you pass over without a second glance? Act 3 is about transformation. From pocket change to potential wealth. From casual observer to strategic seller, the coin market is not about luck alone. It is about awareness, patience, and action. The people who succeed in selling old and rare coins in the USA understand timing. They study completed auction results. They watch trends. They know when demand for modern era coins spikes due to increased collector interest, and they move decisively. How do you sell old and rare coins in the USA and its value in auction shops? You build relationships. You attend local coin shows. You compare offers. You never rush into the first deal without understanding your coin's certified grade and recent sale history. Excitement grows when you realize something powerful. Even a coin minted in 2014, something many people assume is too recent, can carry significant value if it represents a true minting anomaly. The modern era has produced its own rarities. And collectors actively search for them. Here is a humorous reset for you. If pennies were truly worthless, would collectors be fighting over them? Would auction houses be cataloging them? Of course not. 1 cent is face value. But rarity changes the story. Now connect the beginning to this moment. Remember the penny in your pocket? The jar in your kitchen? The roll of coins from the bank? Each one is an opportunity for discovery. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary lies in attention. Fear of missing out becomes motivation. Excitement becomes action. Urgency becomes strategy. From pocket change to millions is not a fantasy phrase. It is a mindset shift. Most people see coins as currency to spend. Wealth builders see coins as assets to evaluate. They ask questions others ignore: how to make money from coins. By learning the characteristics of valuable errors. By grading and certifying standout examples. By choosing the right selling platform. By presenting the coin professionally. By understanding buyer psychology. Imagine reaching into your pocket and discovering a tiny piece of history that could change your life forever. That small, unassuming coin you've been tossing in your wallet for years, yes, the 1-cent Lincoln penny, could actually be a golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coin errors in modern United States history, the 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. A coin so rare, so unique, and in such high demand, collectors and investors are willing to pay eye-popping sums just to hold it in their hands. Have you ever wondered how a coin that most people think of as everyday pocket change could become a million-dollar treasure? Stick with me, because this story is about to turn your understanding of ordinary money upside down. The story begins in the minting rooms of the United States in 2015, where millions of Lincoln pennies were produced with absolute precision, or at least, that was the intention. But as often happens in the meticulous world of coin minting, mistakes occur. Enter the 2015 no-mint mark penny, a coin missing the tiny D or P that signifies where it was produced. To the casual eye, it looks like any other penny, but to collectors, this coin represents a rare error, an anomaly that instantly elevates its value. Can you imagine holding in your hand something so small, yet so incredibly rare that it is considered a prize among collectors? The thrill is real, and it's the kind of excitement that makes seasoned investors' hearts race. But let's pause for a moment. How do mistakes like this even happen? Every coin that leaves the United States Mint should carry a mint mark, a symbol of its origin. When a coin slips through without it, it becomes a collector's dream. The rarity of the 2015 no-mint mark penny is intensified because the mint only intended a few coins to have this error. That scarcity creates massive demand, and demand drives prices to levels that most people wouldn't even dare to imagine. Picture this: a coin that cost just 1 cent in 2015 could now sell for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. The fear of missing out is real here. If you have one, you are sitting on a fortune, and if you don't, you might be the one watching someone else cash in on a life-changing windfall. Now, let's connect this to something everyone has experienced: that moment you check your pockets for loose change. How often do we overlook the pennies in our wallet, the coins in our drawers, or those left behind in old jars? What if I told you that among those mundane coins, a treasure like the 2015 no-mint mark penny could be hiding? That's not just excitement, that's opportunity knocking on your door. How many times have you thought, could my old coins be worth anything? Well, the truth is, they could be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. And this isn't just about luck, it's about knowledge, timing, and taking action. Here's a little secret: the market for rare coins is booming in the United States. Auction houses, online collectors, and specialty coin dealers are hungry for coins like the 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. People are asking questions every day: how do I sell old rare coins? How can I make money from coins I've had since childhood? What's the process of turning pocket change into a fortune? These questions are not hypothetical, they are real opportunities. And the first step is understanding that rare coins are no longer just nostalgic collectibles, they are high-value assets. The emotional pull here is undeniable: the fear of losing a once-in-a-lifetime chance, the excitement of discovering an unexpected treasure, and the urgency to act before someone else snatches it up. Let's take a brief moment to laugh a little, because who would have thought that a coin you could buy for a penny at the store could one day compete with luxury cars or even real estate in terms of investment value? Yes, it sounds almost absurd, but that is the magic of rare coins. And here's the question that gets everyone thinking: are you the person who discovers hidden fortune, or the one who lets it slip through their fingers? The pattern interrupts here are essential. not only to reset your attention but to remind you that life-changing opportunities often appear in the most ordinary forms. Now, we move into the heart of the story, the actual value and demand of the 2015 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Current collectors' markets and auctions have seen these coins reach astounding prices, with top-condition specimens commanding maximum dollar value. Yes, maximum. We are talking about coins that could elevate your financial situation in ways that most people only dream of. And it's not just about the money, it's about the thrill, the prestige, and the knowledge that you hold something incredibly rare and significant. Imagine telling your friends that a coin from your pocket jar is now worth a fortune. Wouldn't that be a story worth sharing? This brings us to a crucial question: how do you sell a coin like this in the United States without falling into traps or scams? The first step is verification. Every coin must be authenticated by professionals to ensure it's genuine. Once authenticated, collectors and auction houses compete for these coins, driving the price even higher. It's a world where knowledge is power and hesitation can cost you millions. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to strike gold while others let opportunities slip away? In the world of rare coins, preparation, research, and decisiveness are everything. And here's another question that might surprise you: could a coin you've ignored in your own collection be your ticket to luxury, travel, and financial freedom? The answer is yes. From pocket changes to millions, the journey of a coin like the 2015 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny embodies possibility. This isn't just theory, it's happening right now. Auction shops across the United States are clamoring for rare coins, collectors are bidding feverishly, and experts are consistently reporting record-breaking sales. The demand is astronomical, and every day that passes, the urgency to act grows. But let's take a moment to reflect. Why does a coin like this become so valuable? It's the combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance. Every coin tells a story, and the 2015 Lincoln penny without a mint mark tells a story of human error, craftsmanship, and opportunity. It reminds us that fortune often hides in the details, and those who pay attention reap the rewards. How often do we overlook opportunities because they seem small or insignificant? The irony is, sometimes the smallest things hold the greatest potential. As we move toward the conclusion, let's revisit the questions that drive so many people to seek these treasures. How can I sell old rare coins? Where do I find the best prices? How do I ensure I get the maximum dollar value for my coin? The answers are all connected: research, authentication, strategic selling, and timing. In today's high-demand market, every penny counts, and every rare coin could be a life-changing investment. The excitement, the fear of missing out, the rush of possibility, all converge in this one coin. Finally, think about the bigger picture. This isn't just about one coin, it's about transforming how we view money, value, and opportunity. The 2015 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny represents a gateway to wealth, a tangible reminder that ordinary objects can hold extraordinary potential. And for those who take action, who seek knowledge, and who embrace the thrill of discovery, the rewards are limitless. Could this penny be the key to unlocking your financial freedom? Absolutely. Are you ready to check your collections, verify your coins, and potentially claim a fortune? The choice is yours, but remember, rare opportunities like this wait for no one. So, the next time you find yourself sorting through pocket change, take a closer look. That unassuming coin could be more than just metal, it could be your path from ordinary to extraordinary. And remember, in the world of rare coins, knowledge isn't just power, it's profit. The 2015 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it is a story, a treasure, and an opportunity waiting to be claimed. How will you respond when fortune appears in your hands? Will you seize it, or let it pass? The answer might just change your life. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins that's quietly creating waves in the collector's world, the 2017 Lincoln 1-cent penny with a rare error. If you're sitting there thinking, could this be in my change jar right now? You're in exactly the right place. Let's start at the very beginning. The Lincoln penny, a staple of American currency for over a century, is no stranger to collectors' eyes. Every year, the U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies, but among these millions, some have small mistakes, tiny errors that make them extremely valuable. The 2017 D. Lincoln penny is one of these rare gems. Now, I know what you're thinking, a penny from 2017. That's practically yesterday. But here's the twist, some of these pennies didn't come out perfect. Some were struck slightly off-center, some have doubled dies, and some have those subtle anomalies that only the sharpest collectors and investors can spot. And here's the kicker, those errors can instantly turn a coin worth just 1 cent into a coin worth big money. I'm talking about life-changing sums. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered how ordinary people turn forgotten coins from their jars, drawers, or pockets into a windfall of wealth? How does a single small error translate into thousands of dollars at auction? It's not magic, it's knowledge, timing, and awareness. Imagine discovering a coin in your spare change that could sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Would you feel the thrill of excitement, or a twinge of fear that someone else might beat you to the auction first? Now, picture this, a 2017 D. Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, seems ordinary to the untrained eye. But collectors know to look closer. Maybe it's a die crack, maybe a double die, maybe a minting misalignment. These small flaws are like secret signatures of rarity. When a coin like this enters the market, savvy collectors know it's not just metal, it's an investment, a piece of history, and a potential goldmine. And that's where the story becomes even more exciting. You might be asking, how do I even know if my penny has one of these errors? How can I tell if I'm holding something worth thousands instead of just a cent? The first step is careful inspection. Grab a magnifying glass, study the mint mark, look for doubled images, raised lines, or any irregularity in the surface. And don't worry if you're not an expert yet. Every seasoned collector started somewhere. Remember, this is about turning everyday items into extraordinary opportunities. Here's a funny thought, most people don't realize the potential of coins until it's too late. You know, you might be using these rare pennies for vending machines or tipping at your favorite coffee shop. And wouldn't it be ironic if the penny you tossed out last week could have made you richer than you ever imagined? That's the urgency I want you to feel. Every coin you overlook could be sitting on a treasure trove of value. Ask yourself, are you leaving millions in spare change? Could the next coin you pick up change your life? And then comes the critical question. How do you sell old and rare coins in the USA? How do you ensure that your 2017 D penny doesn't just sit in a drawer but actually reaches the right collectors who are willing to pay top dollar? The answer lies in trusted avenues, reputable auction houses, certified coin dealers, and online platforms that specialize in rare coins. Timing is crucial. When demand peaks, your coin could fetch its maximum market value. Miss that window, and you might never know the true potential of what you own. Think about it this way, every coin has a story, and every collector is looking for that story. A 2017 D. Lincoln penny error is more than a coin, it's a conversation starter, an investment, and a trophy for collectors. And here's where it gets even more inspiring. Imagine the possibility of transforming your everyday life with something as simple as a coin. From pocket change to millions, it's not a fairy tale, it's real, and it happens every single day in the world of rare coins. You may be wondering, what drives the value of these coins so high? It's a combination of rarity, demand, and condition. A flawless, rare error in a 2017 D penny could easily be in the hands of a collector who's willing to pay whatever it takes to own it. The beauty is that the value isn't just about the metal, it's about scarcity, history, and desire. This is why investors, collectors, and even everyday Americans are keeping a close eye on coins from the 2000s onward. Let me pause for a second and ask a question. Have you ever thought about why people hoard coins instead of spending them? It's simple psychology. Humans are wired to value what is scarce. And in the coin world, rarity equals wealth. Even a penny from 2017, if it carries the right error, suddenly becomes one of the most sought-after items in the marketplace. And this is where excitement meets strategy. You're not just holding a coin, you're holding potential, opportunity, and maybe even a ticket to a new level of financial freedom. Here's another reality check. Not all pennies are created equal. Some are just coins, some are keys to extraordinary wealth. And it's easy to miss the difference if you're not looking carefully. That's why knowledge is power. This is also why collectors and investors who pay attention are the ones who profit. Ask yourself, are you ready to learn, to inspect, to seize the opportunities others overlook? Because the difference between throwing a coin away and selling it for thousands is attention to detail. Now, let's talk about the market. How much could a 2017 D. Lincoln penny error actually be worth? In the right conditions, with the correct grading and proof of authenticity, these coins can reach the maximum dollar value at auctions. I'm talking about collectors who are willing to pay extraordinary sums for the perfect piece. The excitement here isn't just about the money, it's about being part of a select group that recognizes opportunity when it's staring at them. And trust me, that feeling of holding something truly rare is electrifying. Let's ask some practical questions that might be running through your mind. How do I make money from coins? How do I start selling old and rare coins in the USA? How do I ensure I get top dollar at auctions or coin shops? The truth is, it starts with curiosity. It starts with the question, could this be valuable? Then it's about taking action, inspecting, learning, and connecting with trusted dealers. And finally, it's about timing, knowing when to sell to maximize your profit. Here's a little secret most people don't realize: sometimes the most valuable coins are hiding in the most ordinary places. Your drawer, your change jar, even your car's cup holder. Every coin you dismiss could have a story waiting to be told. And when that story reaches the right collector, it transforms from a piece of metal into a valuable asset. Ask yourself, what if your pocket change could be your next financial breakthrough? What if the 2017 D penny in your wallet right now could become a symbol of wealth and opportunity? And now we come full circle. Think about the journey we've just taken, from the mundane world of everyday pennies to the thrilling realm of rare coin collecting. The 2017 D Lincoln 1-cent penny error is not just a coin, it's a reminder that opportunity often hides in plain sight. It's a testament to curiosity, vigilance, and the courage to explore hidden value in the things we often overlook. And most importantly, it's a gateway from ordinary life to extraordinary possibilities.